In this video, we will explain the differences between rule-based and user-based user management modes, as well as give a quick demonstration of our configuration. So rule-based mode allows you to manage LAN clients based on their IP addresses. And you can also apply firewalls directly to the LAN IP. This demonstration in the office environment has two different LANs, one for manager and one for employees. We want the managers to have access to Facebook and LinkedIn, while the employees will be blocked. We can also specify IP addresses that will need to authenticate. In this example, we have many guests. In order to connect to the internet, they will need to log in. The user-based mode allows you to manage LAN clients based on their user profiles, meaning you can apply various firewall rules to different user profiles. In our scenario, we have 4 departments. After logging in to their department account, sales and HR will be able to access Facebook, while research and development and support accounts will be blocked. Specified IP addresses will not need to authenticate. In this situation, our server is able to connect to the internet directly without authenticating. To conclude, in rule-based mode, the firewall will be applied in only a pre-designated IP range, while in user-based mode, the IP range is regardless. The firewall will be applied to the user accounts. We will now begin configuring the rule-based profile. Set up the user management user profile and enable the account. This will be the guest account. Under Firewall, click Filter Setup. We've already configured LAN 2, and we will be using the web content filter to block social media. We will now create another account for guest users. We will give it the subnet address 192.168.3.1 for LAN 3 as guest users. We will now apply the user profile to LAN 3, so guests will be required to log in. I will now show you the LAN profiles for the rule-based setup. We are currently on LAN 1 client and we will attempt to access LinkedIn. Since this LAN profile is reserved for managers, LinkedIn is not blocked. We will now switch to LAN 2. As you can see, social media has been blocked by the web content filter. We will now switch to LAN 3, which we've reserved for guest users. We will now switch to configuring user-based profiles. Under General Setup, switch to User-Based and click OK. Please note you will be required to relog. Under Firewall, click Filter Setup. We will now create a filter rule for our server. You will need to enter the server's IP address. Allow the filter to pass immediately. We will now create the rule for R&D. Do not enable the filter rule, so you will be able to apply it to the user profile later. Apply the social web content filter. And click OK. Under User Management, check the user profile and set up the HR account. Make sure to enable the account. Next, we'll set up the account for R&D. Ensure that you set up the rule that we've just created. In our case, it's the R&D support. We'll now log into the user mode accounts to test the firewall. The HR account should have unrestricted access. We've logged in with unlimited time and data quota. As you can see, we can successfully access Facebook. We will now log into the R&D account. This account should have the web content filter enabled. As you can see, we still have unlimited time and data queue. Twitter has been blocked by social networking. We will now connect using the server's IP address. We are now connected to the internet without having to log in.